Students, today we are going to study about cast iron. As per our syllabus, we have to study the following types: white cast iron, grey cast iron, nodular cast iron, and malleable cast iron. These are the four types of cast iron which are very important from subject point of view. On the slide, you are observing one grill here, which is made up of wrought iron. So wrought iron can be made by Public process, and it is having very less percent of carbon of the order of 0.002% suppose. Now as per these types, what we are observing over here, these are the microstructures which are mostly dealing with the chemical compositions and the phases that appears on this microstructure. Suppose we are observing here grey iron or grey cast iron. You are observing here the flakes, graphite flakes. Carbon is in free form. Here you are observing in white cast iron these white spots. These are made up of cementite. The chemical formula for the same is Fe3C. Each one is very hard and brittle. Even the hardness is around 1300 Brinell hardness number. Then we are moving towards malleable cast iron, or the structure may be called as bullseye structure. Here also you are finding some clusters of the free form of carbon. Then the next one is ductile cast iron. Here you are observing the carbon is accumulated in the forms of some globules or spheroids. That's why it is called as ductile cast iron. So depending upon this, there are changes in the properties. At the end of topic, you will be able to answer the following questions: which are the different types of cast iron, draw the microstructure of that particular cast iron, describe the composition, state the properties and application of these different cast irons. So we are straightway moving towards one of the cast iron, that is grey cast iron. Whatever the things you have already studied this grey cast iron. So when we observe the fracture of a grey cast iron bar, suppose, so it will show you dull grey crystalline or granular structure. It gives glistering effect due to the reflection of light by graphite flakes. Fracture shows black spots. It contains carbon in the form of graphite flakes. You have already seen the microstructure. So silicon encourages formation of this graphite. It is brittle, may be broken by hammer blow. If you are considering its hardness, it is around 150 to 200 Bhn Brinell hardness number. It is cheap, having low melting point of the order of 1150 to 1200 degrees Celsius. In general, you are knowing that the pure iron having a melting temperature of 1539 degrees Celsius. So in comparison with that, the values are too much lower, because as per the increasing percentage of carbon, you will be finding the varying melting temperatures on iron carbon diagram. This can be easily machined because the hardness is very less. So this is the microstructure. Here you are observing the graphite flakes. So what are the properties, how it can be? Some good machinability, excellent damping capacity. Damping capacity means it can absorb the vibrations and shocks. High wear resistance. If we are considering the sliding contacts, at that time wear resistance is very important. Rapidly cast into desired shapes. So casting is the process. It can occupy the volume of that particular pattern, suppose, or the modes. Possess high fluidity. It can flow easily. That's why the casting products can be made from this. Low ductility and low impact strength. Impact strength low. That's why we have discussed it is having higher brittleness. Yep. Comparatively, ultimate tensile strength is 120 to 300 Newton per square millimeter. Compressive strength is 600 to 750 Newton per square millimeter. Hardness 152 to 240 Bhn. Melting temperature 1200 degrees Celsius in general. What are the applications? Machine tool structure. You might have seen in workshops the various machines. Lathe machines are there, grinding machines are there. The structure of that machine tools, these are made up of grey cast iron because of the good damping capacity. Bed base and frames, here the hardness is required at the surface. it can absorb the shocks. In the similar ways, guideways, underground pipes, manhole covers on the roadside, you might be observing some of the circular or square shape of the covers which are covered the holes of the some tunnels, and that the lines, that is the manhole covers, tunnel segments, cylinder blocks, IC engine heads, brake drums, clutch plugs, pressure pipe fittings, machinery beds, furnace parts, ingot and glass molds, etc. So one of the application you are here observing cylinder blocks and very fine geometry you are observing here. How do the properties of cast iron make it such an ideal material for these applications? So basically it is a casting block. Bedways and guideways we are observing here, high compressive strength, hardened by these are hardened and made wear resistant. So there is always a sliding contact of the tool post over this or saddle, etc. So thank you very much friends. Today we are stopping over here. Next time we will continue with the white cast iron.